This is Stan J. Caterbone in Advanced Media Group. I'm at 1250 Fremont Street, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, 17603 at my home and office, home office. It's 6:15 a.m. on Thursday, April 14th, 2022. I want to discuss what happened with the PNC bank closure and the extortion of my Social Security disability benefits income. Now, next Wednesday is the 20th, and I'm to receive my next benefit payment of $1,527. Now, it comes every third Wednesday of the month. Now, what happened back in February is that I found some discrepancies in my checking account at PNC Bank. Now, I'm going to refer to a document. I sent a document out to public officials on April 5th regarding this issue. And I'm going to refer to this document that's on the screen. And now this same caper, dirty COINTELPRO dirty trick, was pulled back in 2010 by Fulton Bank. In 2010, I had two safety deposit boxes at Fulton Bank. And they filed a fraudulent, for no reason, a no trespass notice. And they kept me out of my safety deposit boxes. Now, in those safety deposit boxes was $32,000 in cashier's checks. Now, $21,000 of that was my Social Security, my first Social Security payment for paying me back to 2008. They declared me disabled as of December 5th, December 2005, when I said the synthetic telepathy was full time, but they can only pay you retroactively back a year. They approved my benefits in August of 2009. And I get Social Security disability for being a victim of US sponsored mind control. There are no mental health issues in my file at all, none. So anyway, so they pulled this back then. It took me months to get my safety deposit boxes out of there. And what happened is, at that time, Clark Behringer of the Lancaster City Police, he was a lieutenant detective, filed a 302 warrant on me, mental health warrant, and threw me down in Fairmont psychiatric facility down in Philadelphia. Well, I called Clark up to drive me up and get the contents out. At that time, I didn't have a driver's license. Fraudulently, they suspended my driver's license from January 2010 to May 2011 on something that happened in 2006 that was actually dismissed. So anyway, so Clark drove me up, and the safety deposit boxes were big, and the contents fit in a duffel bag about 3 foot long and in 2 foot diameter. It was heavy. So he drove me up there. So Fulton Bank pulled the same thing. So anyway, PNC Bank, I'm going to read this. On February 21st, I had pending transactions in my account. When you have an online account, all your activity is pending until it actually closes. Well, I added up the pending transactions, and they added up to $99.45. Yet the pending transactions, the withdrawals on the account, said it was $211, or said it was $331. So they on paper, what they did was they extorted $211 out of the account. It vanished. Now, this happened again of another $97. So I called PNC Bank, met with someone, a staff down at Duke Street, and nothing happened. So I sent them a letter, and I walk in to get in my safety deposit box. Now, in my safety deposit boxes are court papers, family items, my dad's Navy record, family photos and things like that, and a backup. I keep off-site backups at PNC Bank in Millersville and on Duke Street. Well, I walk in to get into my safety deposit box to do a backup swap. Well, I take a drive in, a two gigabyte drive, 2 terabyte drive, and replace it and swap it out. Well, the letter's sitting back there, so they never gave it to anyone. So anyway, so weeks later, let me see the date. On March 29th, I get a FedEx and it's saying cancellation of accounts, all my accounts at PNC Bank. And it's not signed by anyone. It says sincerely lost prevention. Well, I thought it was fraudulent because I get a lot of fraudulent things in my online accounts, in the mail, and things like that. So I thought it was fraudulent. I raised hell about it, sent it to people, nothing was done. Well, then I get another letter saying my account is closed, and I go in, and on April 4th, they shut down my debit card. So I couldn't get access to my money. I had $1,000, I think, in there, close to $1,000. So I went into PNC Bank and withdrew the cash out. Now, right at that time, they locked me out of my online Social Security account. So I couldn't tell them to redirect the payment. Then on the 4th, I tried to open another bank account at People's Bank, and they denied me. Now, I've been trying to get a meeting with Social Security. I called the Greenfield office. I went out to Greenfield last week or the week before, and they won't let me see anybody. They said there weren't any managers there, come back later or whatever. So 2 days ago, I called 3 times to try to make an appointment. Never got anybody. I haven't been able to get anybody. So they locked me out of the Social Security office. So now the only real solution to this is that for them to reopen my PNC Bank account, because it takes about 6 weeks to redirect the payment. And from what I know, you can't get a check payment. Plus, I can't even get in to see Social Security. So theoretically, what you all did was extort my income. My $1,527 that's going to be deposited on 20th is going to vanish in thin air. And nobody's doing anything about it. That's extortion. Plus, you extorted everything else from me. So anyway, I wanted to explain that on a video because people were having a hard time understanding it. This is a picture of the Social Security office when I was out there. I have pictures of People's Bank when I was in there trying to open an account. Now, they wouldn't let me open an account because they said I had a problem with Northwest Bank. It came up on the check systems. Well, it's all it's all fraudulent. It's phony. Anyway, it's now 6:23 a.m. on Thursday, April 14th, 2022. And I just wanted to put a video up about what happened with the PNC Bank account because no one's doing anything about it. I called the Lancaster County detectives yesterday and left a message. So we'll see what happens.